Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super delicious cabbage recipe as well as a cornbread recipe. I think pretty much I do these every year, not every other year. You could go back and catch videos on me making cabbage and cornbread. But these are the ingredients that you'll need for the cornbread. I've got them all ready to go, so y'all ain't got to watch me pouring it all, honey. I have cornmeal, Serrano chili, I have cheddar, eggs, flour, buttermilk, sugar. So to my flour, I'm going to add the cornmeal and the sugar down in here. I'm going to get all the dry ingredients so I can get them nice and mixed up. Next, I'm going to add the baking powder down in here and the salt. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. Make sure you guys check it out. If you're looking for these recipes for your holiday table, look no further. These are both fail-proof, delicious, and easy to make. Don't talk about my whisk. It's a story for another time. However, if you comment below and want me to talk about it, sure. But get your dry ingredients nice and mixed up. And then now I'm going to start adding the wets. All right, so now I'm going to add buttermilk down in here as well as the eggs. Now, actually, I didn't have any buttermilk, and I took milk and lemon juice, mixed it together, and let it sit right on that counter until I was ready to go. But the recipe calls for buttermilk, so make sure you use buttermilk. However, this combination worked as well. Once I get this nice and mixed up like I'm doing here, again, do not judge my whisk. Do not ask me for a backstory. Now I'm going to add my butter down in here as well as my cheddar. This is a chili cheddar cornbread. If you want to use jalapenos, that's fine, but I'm using Serrano, and that's just cheese that I shredded myself. Now I'm going to mix this up, get it nice and combined, and I'm going to bake it up. And this smells so good. The chili, the cheese, everybody all down in there just having a good old time, honey, okay? And yeah, so you want to get everything nice and combined, but don't, mix it too long. All right, so now I'm going to add it to a pan, and I'm going to pop it into a 375-degree oven. Yes, 375, but bake it on the temperature you prefer. However, I did 375, and then I'll show you guys what this looks like once it's nice and cooked up. But now I'm going to move on to the cabbage. See, cabbage is one of those things I have a love-hate relationship with because I only like it when I make it myself. And even then, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want cabbage today, but cabbage is very good for us, and we should all be eating it. Okay. So now I'm going to put some butter down in here as I just got done telling y'all about being healthy. You want to add your carrots down in here. I'm going to saute the carrots a couple minutes before I add everything else. It does take longer to cook. And yep, so that's what I did. Next, I'm going to put down in here my peppers and onion. And then I'm going to saute this whole thing for about 5 minutes. Get it nice and translucent and ready to go for the seasoning and the cabbage. What's y'all favorite vegetable that y'all like to cook up? Or what's your favorite raw vegetable? Oh, you know what my favorite raw vegetable is? I love rocket lettuce or arugula. I like arugula and I like cucumbers. Those are great. So now I'm going to add my garlic right on top as well as the seasonings. I'm not using a lot of seasoning in this recipe. I always give the disclaimer, use the seasonings as much as you want, but this is all I'm using with some salt. It has peppers, onions, garlic, butter, more than enough flavor down in here. And yeah. All right, once I get that nice and mixed up and the spice is nice and toasted in the skillet, which is why I added it here. I also added some salt because, obviously. So now I'm going to add my cabbage down in here, and you're just going to let it steam up. I don't add liquid to my cabbage, okay, because cabbage got a whole lot of water, child. Just got to be, patient with it, but cabbage has a lot of liquids. So I just put my heat down to like medium, and then I cover it and let it just do its thing. So I'm just going to keep putting my cabbage on top. All right, so I got it all in there. Now I'm going to show you. This was like 10 or 15 minutes later. I took the cover off. As you can see, it's starting to steam up. So the cabbage is starting to shrink. Everything's starting to combine together. I love the colors. I love the smell. I love everything going on. After I got everything nice and mixed up, which took a little bit, because I wanted to get the cabbage more so on the bottom, peppers and onions on top. I tasted it and I still wanted a little more seasoning, and so that's what I did next. I added some seasoning, the same seasoning, because I love it. Y'all know I be using these spices, honey. I don't play. I seasoned it, and then I also added some hot sauce, and that was it. That's it. We done. I let it keep simmering till the spices to get all through there. But that's it. That's the main event. The main event is out the way, okay? So as you can see, it looks great. It's not overcooked. Nice and bright. Easy to make. I'm going to keep emphasizing easy, because in the holiday season, honey, the way y'all be going up, above, and beyond, be so tired and exhausted, wham bam be done. It still has a lot of flavor. It's still cooked. It's still cabbage, okay? And I'll show you guys what it looks like plated up. As this video is coming to a close, I just want to say, whatever you're going through, keep your head up and keep a positive mindset. Pray when you wake up. Pray when you're out. Think positive thoughts. Be happy, sunshiny, like how this cornbread look. And this was delicious, by the way, you guys. Everything was nice and fresh. And I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you're able to give yourself grace and just understand that anything that's happening, it won't last forever. There is time and things can change if you're willing to put the work in. And yeah, and this is just coming from experience, you know. That's what helped me. Remaining positive every day, praying and making changes. And I'm wishing the same for everybody else, because this life right now is just not easy for anyone. But thank y'all for watching. I love you for your support, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye.